Hi, I'm Mark Alyn, and this is a little French pickle. We'll talk about those on today's episode. We have a little vinegar. We have a good friend on our show today. I've known Linda forever. Her name is Linda Salvin, Dr. Linda Salvin. We'll find out about that. We're going to make, in honor of Halloween, a cauldron of fun. And it'll be a cauldron of cheese. So we're going to make fondue for Halloween. What a great thing to do. We'll be back. And the vinegar of that pickle is going to go so well with our dish today, cheese. We're going to start by just a couple of things. Our guest is Linda Salvin. I'm going to wish her dad good wishes and to feel better, heal quickly. So we'll do that for Linda. And I also want to welcome Brian back to California. He has left New York behind, and he will be here, and we appreciate that he'll be living here in Southern California. And I think that's it for right now. If you have comments, by the way, you can let us know. If you have any suggestions. Last week when we were talking with Alyssa Levy from New York, from Chicago, I got a lot of good tips, and we appreciate that. So if you have any ideas, let us know. And to one of the people who made a comment that I did not see at the time, he said, that's not a, I said, I'm going to add a splash of whatever it was. And he said, that's more than a splash. Well, my splashes may be bigger than your splashes, and bigger may be better. I don't know. All right, let's bring Linda in and see Linda right now. This is Dr. Linda Salvin. How are you, Linda?
I'm doing well, Mark. It's so much fun to be here with you.
Isn't this kind of fun? This is neat.
Yes.
Linda and I have done a lot of radio together and some TV. Yeah,
Some
actually, Linda,
TV.
right?
Over 30 years. About
Yeah.
30 years.
Wow. And Linda has actually just released a video that I produced for her, what, 7 years ago?
Oh, gosh, longer. I think it was maybe '07, maybe '08, maybe. I don't know. It's at least 12 years, Mark, maybe more. It might have been a little less. Say 10 to 12 years. Somebody needed some video for a piece that went out on your web, and I said I don't have any video, but they found it, and I forgot all about that. So
It
yeah,
was a lot of,
you produced that.
yes, I did produce that. All right, we're going to start. We always start with a little adult beverage, and this is a, whoop, we're going to get it there. A Sauvignon Blanc from Bogle. Bogle has become was named Winery of the Year. It is a sustainable, family operated, and their wines are really nice. This is a Sauvignon Blanc, and what I did not know is that if it was a Fumé Blanc made with the same grapes, it would be sweet. This is going to be a dry wine with fruit forward. Yeah, yeah, this is really nice. We'll actually have some of the wine in our dish. Linda, why don't we start? We'll start cooking, and as we cook, and you can help direct. You have the recipe.
I
Um,
do.
what we'll do is we'll talk about Linda Salvin a little bit. Okay?
Yes, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back here to our cooking area. And I have our cauldron. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to turn this upside on the side.
For
This is our
Halloween.
cauldron.
The witch's brew.
I'm sorry?
The witch's brew.
Yes, the witch's brew. Next week, we actually have a witch who has a cauldron and she's got a name for it.
Oh, fun.
Right? We'll be going to jolly old England for that. All right, let's put this cheese in. This is a combination of a number of different kinds of cheese. Mostly, it's Gruyère. This is a Swiss cheese. It's available everywhere, and it melts very easily. I've also added in 2 different kinds, and I've got it on a medium heat like that. It's going to melt up, and we'll watch that melt up. What's going to happen is that as it melts, we're going to add a couple little ingredients, and then we'll be skewering with this or with this some bread. And one of the great things, as you know about fondue, Linda, is that you can put anything in it. There was a restaurant in the San Fernando Valley. I don't believe
La
it's
Fondue.
La
It's called
Fondue.
La Fondue. Yeah,
La
on
Fondue.
Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks.
That's right. La Fondue Bourguignon.
Right.
And
I used to go there in high school and junior high. Yeah.
yeah, it was date night, folks. And but you could put everything in it. I mean, you'd put vegetables, you put meat, it was just
They had
really
cherries and fruits. They had the sweets. They had the chocolate fondue, the cheese fondue. They had all different flavors, all different types of fondue
right.
with the different ingredients to dip or, you know,
Yeah, you dip and eat,
fondue.
and it's just fun. While this is melting, I'll turn it up just a little bit, and we have quite a bit of cheese in here because we love cheese. By the way, while most of our dishes have been very healthy, this is probably not one of them. Next week, we will have a vegan dish, and it is so good. It is really good. It's actually, we made it in a wok. Linda, I met you because you're a psychic.
We met when we were at the same radio station in the 90s.
That's
And you
right.
were on the air, and I was going on the air, and I walked in, I said hi, and you looked familiar, and then I realized you were in the infomercial, and I'd seen you on TV, and we just struck up a friendship, and we did radio, and you'd been on my show when I was at the FM station, or you produced, like we were talking about the video that was a little bit of a bio on my work years ago, a long time ago, or I am going to retain you again for what's coming up as
My
the
hair was
Untitled
black.
Chapter.
You turned my hair gray.
No, why don't you blame Carol on that?
Okay.
Yeah, we've known each other in radio, broadcasting, a little bit of media.
Right.
We're
We've done a
friends.
lot.
We've had lots crab meat for lunch. We'd have a meeting. We'd split some crab.
Yes.
But you
I
know,
remember that. That was great.
yeah, in the old days. But mostly on the radio, or even when I started my new show on KLSX back in 04, 05, 05, when I got on the air there, you were one of the first people that helped me launch that show.
Mm-hmm.
You came on as a co-host, and I got comfortable with the new station. We go back.
A
We
long
do.
time.
Yeah, about
So
25 years.
Linda is unique, okay? And here's why. Um, and this has to be the most frightening experience I can think of. Linda has a master's in public health.
Right?
And
Epidemiology, which is the big word today.
it is. And she was on an airplane and it went boom. Tell us
It
about that.
crashed. I was working in environmental health in 1981, and my partner and I flew from John Wayne Airport up to San Jose to do some work for the insurance company we worked for. And when we got back to the airport, we were sitting in the coffee shop, and you can see the planes, parked before you board. And I said to my partner, "Doesn't it look like it's going to crack there?" Because I saw a fuelage or an exhaust settlement line on the body of the plane. And he looked at the plane and looked at me and said, "You're just tired." Now, I was 27 years old back
Oh
then,
my.
and which is 40 years ago. And to cut to the chase, on the way home, we crash landed. And when we were coming in for a landing with another plane taking off on the same runway, and you can't do that. The probability of the survival rate was about 2 billion to 1, and we beat the odds. The landing gear was stripped, an engine fell off, and the plane cracked in half where I had the vision. And when I slid down the ramp, I had an out-of-body experience. I became very psychic that day, February 17th, 1981. I didn't understand it, and I was out of my body for about 4 months, 50 feet out and 5 feet 8 here. So it was like a cyclops. I couldn't understand it because we didn't have the internet till 96. This is 81. There was no way to
Wow.
Google because there was no Google. It was just me out there and trying to figure it out. It was frightening. And it was my first of 3 near-death experiences, but I became very, very psychic. And then I got hit by a fire truck in 82, and in 84 I totaled a car and had
Wait
the
a
white light.
second. Wait a second. I've known you all these years. You got hit by a fire truck?
Beverly Glen and Valley Vista, Mark.
Whoa. You learn something new about your friends all the time. If you have comments and you want to ask Linda a question, go ahead and you can type it in. I'll read it for you.
Look at my love life.
I'm sorry?
They're going to want to know about their love life.
Yes,
I became
exactly.
very psychic, and then in 1984, I totaled a car on a rainy night at Palms and McLaughlin in Culver City, and as God is my witness, you might get chills. My Camaro spun out, and I just said, I want to go home. And out of the ceiling of the car, out of my head went this beam, and through the ceiling of the car and into the heavens, I heard this loud voice say, you can come with us now or stay and do. And I was given a message, and then the paramedics came and got me out of the car. And I started stomping on the ground. I said, they want me off the planet. They want me off the planet. Because I'd been through so much. Nothing made sense. But in retrospect, yes, I became a psychic, a healer, a medium. I did mediumship, meaning talking to the dead for 22 years. I've stopped the paranormal. Don't want that anymore. I still can do it. But
I
I
just have
have
a
gone.
question. Is there a chef over my shoulder? A
You
dead
probably
chef?
have a chef angel that guides you. Yeah,
Got it. Yeah,
probably
okay.
an old uncle, a
Yeah.
nice Jewish chef.
There's no question. He kept kosher too. Okay, let's just take a look at this, Linda.
Is it melting?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
you see it?
I love melted cheese. Yes.
Oh, this is like
Sometimes I
one of
put
my
some
favorite
Parmesan in
things
the
in the
pot,
world.
and that looks delicious. Are you going to add some garlic?
We're going to add some garlic in a few minutes once it melts. And that garlic is roasted garlic. We roasted some garlic in olive oil. And in fact, I had a spoon here for that. And my cleaning person took my spoon away. Thank you, Carol. I got another one. So could you, here, I'll show this. And if you could you take a look, these are roasted garlic cloves. And the way to do that, and we've talked about this before, you take your garlic cloves, peel them, um, put them in a dish, add some olive oil, and cook it for about 20 minutes at 350. And they're very, very slippery.
I love roasted garlic. This must be delicious.
Well, what you do is, we put it on garlic bread and then add Parmesan cheese. That is something that Carol makes. So I'm going to leave it there. Oh, it smells so good. I love garlic. All right, here we go. I'll lower that. And if you can see in here, it's melting well. Now, a lot of recipes for fondue call for adding salt. And I don't add salt to it because there's so much salt in the cheese. And let's talk about the cheese for a moment. You can buy cheese that's pre-sliced. Don't do it. It's not as good, generally speaking.
Well, you know what, Mark? A lot of people may not know when you're buying pre-sliced or pre-packaged cheese, what I've learned, because I don't eat flour, but if you look at the packaging and the ingredients, there's potato starch or different types of flours in, quote, the cheese because it's processed. If you want pure cheese, you've got to pay more and don't have it sliced, but get the blocks of real cheese.
And
Otherwise, you're getting fillers.
Right. And what this cheese is, what I did was I shredded this cheese earlier today. I shredded the Gruyère. I shredded 2 different kinds of Swiss. They're all very similar, but they were blocks of cheese. It may be a little bit more money, but
The
it's
quality and taste.
yes, it's worth it. Carol, can you put up the comments? I can't quite see them. Just click on that. Thank you. In another minute, we're going to add the garlic. We're going to add a little bit of.
It's Denise Anderson. How can you not love cheese and garlic?
Oh, that's true.
Why you can't do that.
Oh, look at this. It's.
What Mark was getting to is that all of those experiences led me to a career in psychic abilities on the radio for many, many years. And I evolved into metaphysics and got my PhD. And now I do a lot of integrative medicine, work with DNA nutrition. I do candle magic, and I still do readings to help people grow and find their way.
Are you working with MDs as well now?
Oh, yes, yes. I
Right.
work with MDs, PhDs, chiropractors. I've worked with psychiatrists. I'm working with one man
I
now.
need one. I need a psychiatrist. No, I'm sorry.
I work with a brain specialist up in Idaho because we're all involved in this new genetic DNA nutritional product where you get you swab your cheeks and you send it to the lab, and no, it doesn't go to the government. It's just strictly for nutrition. You find out all your genetics, and you get 40 pages of a report. Then there's a personalized nutritional supplement that's all plant-based sent to you, and your body starts changing in about 120 days. Weight loss. With me, my sinuses cleared, neuropathy's gone away, I've lost weight. Everybody has a different reaction because everybody's different. They have over 400 million formulas because no two people are alike.
And if they go to your website, lindasalvin.com, can they learn more about that?
Well, that's not up yet. We're still adding that, but what they can do is send me an email from there about the DNA nutrition. I'll be glad to help them. Otherwise, they can find about the readings, the healings, the candle magic that I've been with for since 1999. They're called Wicks of Wisdom. And I did an infomercial back in 2006 that was on TV in 2008. And Mark was in the infomercial business at the time, and I learned a lot.
I'm still in the infomercial business.
Yes, you are.
Linda,
Well, you're going to do my new one.
Yes, I'd love to. We've just added, just so you know, we've added a little bit of Dijon mustard, and we've added that roasted garlic.
What's kirsch?
And
She's asking what's kirsch.
we're not adding kirsch because you cannot buy kirsch.
What is it?
Kirsch is cherry brandy. And I didn't want to take the chance of just taking cherry brandy. In German, it's Kürwasser, cherry Kürferwasser. If you can pronounce that, folks, let me know. And I could not find it. I did find a large bottle at Total Wine, and it looked good, but it was quite expensive.
Are you adding nutmeg?
And I've decided not to put the nutmeg in unless you want it. It's something you can add. I'm not a nutmeg person, neither is Carol. So this is our dinner tonight, and so we opted for the to take those out.
So if you're having fondue for dinner, are you using vegetables or breads or both? What are you going to do with the cheese?
We figured that with the cheese and with everything else, we're not going to be healthy. We don't have any vegetables. We have
You're going for the bread.
Bread. Now we're going to let this cook. It's almost done.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah. I'm going to turn the heat up, actually.
Yeah, if people want to go to the website for psychic intuition, spirituality, love, money, moving, travel, health, career. I do readings on every part of life. Relationships, marriages.
Just to put you on the spot, am I going to the Food Network anytime soon? Maybe.
You know, you actually could a year from October, a year from now.
I'm sorry?
I said, if you really push and knock on doors with all your connections, I would say next October. A
Ne-
year from now, you could actually make headway.
okay. I'll take it.
Well, my predictions usually come true.
Yes.
You've experienced some of them. I was talking to somebody in radio about 2 weeks ago, and we were on a show at one point at a friend's house when we were doing some internet radio years ago. And I gave him a prediction, and he thought I was nuts. And he said it all came true 6 months later. And I said, yeah, it'll happen. It may not be right on time, but it does happen. And I don't just make stuff up. I think you do have a chance to get a deal somewhere, Mark. I don't know if it's bigger on YouTube, or I don't know if it's a network show, but I have a feeling something can grow from this. Yes.
Well,
And Carol will stay your producer.
we're right now we're on YouTube Live. We should be on LinkedIn Live too. We just need to. It's coming along very well. It is.
Did you already add the wine? Did I miss
I
it?
add the wine. Added the wine. Oh, you know what I didn't add?
No.
And
But
that's
you
because my
psychic.
knife went away, along with the spoon. I'll move this back over here. I have a lemon. We're just going to add a little bit of lemon
Oh,
juice.
some lemon juice, of course.
This is a Meyer lemon. I grew it myself. Well, Carol and I grew it ourselves. And a Meyer lemon is a combination of a traditional lemon and a tangerine, so it has a touch of sweet to it.
Oh, I've never known that.
There we go.
Are you going to add some lettuce on the side or something with the bread, or are you just going to do the carbs and the cheese and no veggie at all, or what?
No, we're not going to do health. Are we going to do any health?
We have broccoli.
Oh, we have broccoli.
Oh, you can dip the broccoli. That'll be good. Some broccoli florets.
Yes, we have a broccoli floret.
No mushrooms or onion or.
I've got
black
mushrooms.
olives?
I love onions in this. And I think we have some.
What about black olives? That'd be kind of cool for Halloween.
Oh, good. We'll take one of those. It'll just be another second. I'm going to take our very colorful mat away. And in a couple of minutes, we'll come back here with the cauldron, and we'll talk about some of the accoutrements that you can actually add to your fondue. As people who have watched the show know, I love pickled anything, and so that's where the Cornichons come in, and they are vinegar pickles. These are little miniature. Let's see if I can get that here. Look at how cute that is. Okay.
Little baby pickles.
It's a baby pickle. Here, you want to take it from that side? And I love these things. And going with the cheese is just, it really is a nice accoutrement. We also have over here a little bit of Dijon mustard, and this is fig jam. So
So you have the sweet and the tart. You've got every flavor and every taste bud activated, huh?
Yes. So we're almost done.
Hey, Mark, why don't you tell people what's happened with you when you did my candles or had a reading? Why don't you explain what your experience was?
Linda told me, God, that was so many years ago. It was
Yeah,
over
we've
crab.
known each other a long time.
Yes. You predicted that I was going to go to New York and get a job, and I did. It only lasted 2 weeks, but it was a replacement
project.
job. Yes, it was a nice little project. I worked for Air America and David Bernstein. Thank you, sir.
I remember David.
Yep.
New Jersey.
We actually named our Bernstein burger after his wife, Debbie. So
they're great. They're great. You guys are like one big family.
Yep. All right. Carol, I think I'm going to bring it over. It's
Wow, look how beautiful that is.
isn't it gorgeous? So I'm going to bring it over here to the.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my. Sorry you're not here, Linda, but that
Me
also
too.
means more for me. There. Is that good or what? Okay.
That looks beautiful and delicious. So I guess you're going to get a stick and put a piece of bread on it and dip it in the cheese and let the stringiness and the sauce, I mean the gooiness of it come up so people
Yep.
can experience it. Yeah.
So here's my fork. And then we've cut up over on this side. Here, I'll bring it over here. Some bread. Now, some people cut it real big, but we like it bite size. So here's a bite size piece.
Well, in fondue, don't you normally have bite size because you keep dipping
Some
the
people put it in and it's
like soak it up?
yeah, they make it real big. So
I'm with you. I like the bite size.
yeah. The other thing that I have to be careful of, because I've done this, I think I mentioned to you earlier today that if it's too hot, I might do the hot mouth dance. So I'm going to do the mustard first, and just a little bit, like that. And you saw me do that. And let's taste it and see how we did. I can't wait for dinner. Look, this is an easy dish that you can make in about a half hour.
Not even.
Not even. And with the prep, maybe 40 minutes. You throw the cheese into a pot, you melt it, you stick a little bit of, oh my gosh, I like my own cooking. I'm doing another one. This time I'm going to do it in the mustard again. I'm going to let it sit, and I'm going to take one of the Cornichons.
Good. I can taste it. I can smell it.
Yeah, this is smell-o-vision. There's no question about it. It truly is. Oh, that's so good. All right, let's try with the fig. Do you like fig jam?
I love it. So the fig with the garlic and the cheese must be a real tangy, tarty
Yes.
mint.
And whoops. And I'll see if you can see this. I just put a little bit of the fig jam on this. And, oh.
Compliments to the chef, Mark.
I did good. Linda, thank you for spending some time with me. It's so much fun.
My pleasure. It's always fun. I love working with you. Bye, Carol.
Bye, Linda.
Bye, Linda. Listen.
Bye, Mark. Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Look forward to seeing you soon. You've got some travel coming up. We'll check in with that.
That was canceled.
Oh no.
Due to COVID, they had no in studio. I was supposed to be, just so people know, I was going to be on Dr. Oz and CBS with Jane Pauley and all that. But right now, they're not doing in studio due to COVID, so it'll all be remote. So I'm here. I'm not leaving next week. I'm here.
Oh, good. And so we'll be able to. You'll let us know when.
Yeah. So next week we can get together. I'm going to go to the hospital and see my dad now.
Well, we wish him all the best. Okay. Thank you, Linda. We really appreciate it. Hold on. If you have comments, let us know. We really appreciate your taking a look at what we're doing. Really good, folks. All right, next week we have Witchy. Witchy will be on, and Liberty Forest from England, somewhere around 2 hours outside of London. So it should be a lot of fun next week. It'll be a pre-recorded program. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.